Okay, let's see. I think we're live. All right, great. Hey, everybody. So I'm just going to wait a minute or so, let some people get in here. All right. Let me make sure I have the chat brought up so we can answer any questions. All right. Cool. Hey, Tim, how are you? All right, great. All right, everyone. So today, what I want to talk about is the AppSumo $1 million Black Friday Fund. And this is a really awesome opportunity for creators. This is something that we have been talking with AppSumo in the past about, wondering how we could get our creators into the AppSumo marketplace easier. And really right now is the perfect opportunity for this, because not only is it now possible, but AppSumo is giving this huge incentive for creators to list their courses or digital products in the AppSumo marketplace by actually paying them out a portion of this $1 million fund that AppSumo has set aside. So essentially, AppSumo's plan here is, instead of taking $1 million of their money to invest in advertising on Black Friday, they're probably still going to be investing in advertising on Black Friday, I'm sure. But what they're doing is they're setting aside $1 million specifically for creators like you. And what they're going to do is, creators who submit before November 17th here have a chance of getting part of that money. And so I want to explain here today how you can get a portion of this and you can participate in this, and also everything that's required to set up, because we've had a lot of interest and a lot of questions from our creators so far. So the first key point here to mention, and we mentioned this quickly in our newsletter if you saw that, is that the first 400 products to launch on AppSumo with this promotion will get a $1,000 bonus from AppSumo. And anyone after that will get $250 until the $1 million fund essentially runs out. And the one of the parts that's a little bit tricky here is, so the submission here, some people were wondering and saying, well, this is to submit to be in the store on Black Friday. And yes, that's true, but the submissions are starting now, actually. So it does say that you can submit all the way up until November 17th. And if you want to participate in Black Friday, that's true. And once you are live, you'll be able to check off a box in your AppSumo partner dashboard to be able to say that you want to participate in their Black Friday sale. And if you do that, then 10 lucky people from that have the chance to get a $10,000 bonus from AppSumo, in addition to any of these submission bonuses that they mention. But what's really important here is that the whole process and whole promo is actually starting now. So it's really recommended to start working on getting something ready to submit right now. And then you can make sure that you're in one of these first 400 products to launch. And it's actually 400 products, not 400 people or creators. So if you, as a creator, let's say you have a course, and let's say you have another like digital product, maybe an ebook download or some other kind of download that you're offering in Heights, you could actually offer those as two separate products and have the chance to get two separate $1,000 bonuses from this. So there's a real lot of opportunity here. And I want to explain just a couple more things about what is actually required to submit here. And so for those of you who are familiar with AppSumo, essentially they're a marketplace for entrepreneurs, and they sell these different pieces of software, these different courses, digital products and tools that are helpful to entrepreneurs. So ideally, your course or your digital product is something that is fitting that audience of fellow entrepreneurs and creators, something that would be useful to them. So if you have like a business course, a marketing course, something like that, that would be a really good fit. Something that is more of like an art or hobby type thing that's not really for entrepreneurs or creators might not really be as good of a fit. You could still try to apply if you want to, but really we would recommend you apply with submitting something that is more business focused as a course. And if you're a course creator and maybe you have like an art course, maybe you teach painting or something like that, while that may not be a good fit, maybe you could, like maybe you were planning on a separate course this whole time about how you launched that course and how someone else who is a painter could launch their own painting course. So something like that, that could potentially be a little bit of a better fit. But if you're familiar with AppSumo, the way that they sell their products is generally by once you purchase it, you get a code to redeem it. And so inside Heights, the way that works is we have a feature that is a coupon code feature. And so I'm going to switch back off the screen here, back onto me for a little bit to explain this. So ideally, what we're going to recommend and what AppSumo recommends is to have 5,000 codes that you're going to submit to them in a spreadsheet. And so if you send us an email at support@heightsplatform.com, we can send you the full guide of instructions that we've made up of how you can submit to this. But what AppSumo is looking for is to have these 5,000 codes, and we actually recommend a website that's going to generate these codes for you. And essentially the process is you click to generate the 5,000 codes, you download the spreadsheet file, and then you're going to submit that both to AppSumo and to Heights. And when you submit it to us, we're going to actually be able to upload that into your Heights account and automatically set all those codes as one-time use coupon codes. So when your product gets sold on AppSumo, you'll get a sale, and the customer who buys it will be able to use that code to redeem access to your course or your digital product. And that's another thing, just want to make sure it's really clear here. So you're submitting to AppSumo's marketplace here, and not only do you have this chance to get the $1,000 for submitting there and just being live in their store, but of course by being live in their store, you're getting all of this promotion potential. So you have this potential to actually get sales instead of paying to be in paying for an ad or paying for something on Black Friday to try to get sales or something like that. You're actually being paid by AppSumo, and they're going to have you in the store, and you'll potentially get sales from that as well. So if you are planning on doing this, again, I would really urge you to consider doing it sooner rather than later. Number one, to take advantage of the benefit of this promo where you can get this $1,000 or $250 depending on when you submit, but also so that way you are ready for Black Friday. So if this is your first time as a creator preparing for a Black Friday sale, it is really good to start to think about that right now, because it is a period where a lot of course creators will get a good amount of sales and a good boost in sales for their products. So it makes sense to start thinking about what your plan is for that right now. And that would bring me back to what is actually a good solution of what you want to submit to something like AppSumo here. So as I mentioned, they're looking for something that is like a business course that's related, that's something for your fellow entrepreneurs or creators. And what we would specifically recommend is most of what you would see on AppSumo, their courses and digital products there are usually between like $49 and $199 in price. So we'd recommend that you keep your course or digital product at $199 or less for this offer. But if you're selling a more expensive course or a more expensive product than that, in general, we wouldn't recommend either like doing an insane discount on that unless you really wanted to. Instead, we'd recommend having some kind of smaller version of your course and have that be what you sell or offer on AppSumo. So maybe you have this flagship course that maybe it's a $1,000 course and it's this really long and intense course where people go through the whole entire process with you to get to that result that they're after. Well, what you might want to submit into AppSumo is more of like a light version of your course or a smaller version of your course that can make it work for that $199 or less price point, while of course still providing value to all the customers there And ideally, then you can use that as kind of an earlier step in your value ladder, that the customers can purchase this course from you and discover you kind of on AppSumo. And then hopefully in the future, if they really enjoy and like your course, they'll be able to purchase your flagship course for that full offering that you have later on. So let's see, I'm going to go through here, look at a couple other FAQs that AppSumo offers here. So again, so what they recommend, you could offer something that is PDF, online course, ebooks. All these are really good things for Heights course creators. So yeah, so maybe you offer your course, maybe you offer an ebook or more lead magnet type thing that you have. Of course, you want to have something that does have a value that you can sell. We're not looking, well, AppSumo's not looking for free products here. Because AppSumo's incentive to pay you is the way this whole thing works is you don't have to pay to be on AppSumo, but there is a revenue split. So AppSumo will get a portion of the sales that they help you generate, which is fair because they're bringing you these new customers. So they are looking for a paid product. Tim, let's see. This seems like it will be competitive. How do we stand out so we're selected? That's a great question, Tim. So AppSumo wants to have it seems like they really want to get as many creators into this as possible. I think that as long as you meet the criteria for actually having a more business-oriented course or something that's going to fit the audience that AppSumo has of their entrepreneurs, and it's something that is valuable, then it could be something that would be good for you. And you do have a really good chance of being approved on that. We're working directly with AppSumo and making sure that all of our Heights creators are set up with all the technical parts that they need for the codes and everything like that for submission. So that would be the more of the thing to worry about. But we're going to be here to help everybody with that. The percentage split, I believe the way AppSumo typically does it for these marketplace campaigns that they're calling them is it's a 70-30 split, I believe. You'll have to ask AppSumo to confirm 100% on that, but you'd be looking for, you'd be getting 70% of that revenue, and then AppSumo would be keeping 30. And you'd still be setting your price, so it's your price, it's your product, you have the students, so you still have complete control over your business, which is something we really like versus like the Udemy's and Skillshares, where you don't get control over your pricing, you don't get the vast majority of the actual sale that you make. And so we think AppSumo's offering is really fair and competitive, even apart from the fact that they're offering these $1,000 bonuses to everybody. So let me bring back the screen here of their website quick, and I'll show that. So yeah, I do think there will be a lot of business courses, definitely, but it depends on what your niche is. So there is people doing, for example, like if you have a course, I know we have somebody interested, a couple people interested in teaching how to start a podcast, for example. So that is not like a direct like online marketing course, but it's something related that a creator would want to know. So a couple ideas that we've seen that we know would be popular. There are some more like niche ideas. I think some creators came to us with some real niche topics that it's like how to start a business or how to be a creator, but you're this certain niche of person, more specifically. So it might be harder for that to get sales versus something more general, but it is going to fit in for that audience, which is good. So yeah, so something like how to be a podcaster, how to do SEO, online marketing for your business, how to produce video for your business. There's all kinds of different topics inside there that could work well. All right, let's go through some of AppSumo's FAQs here. All right. Oh, and it looks like our support team just confirmed with me. It is a 70-30 split. So you're going to be getting 70% of that revenue, and AppSumo would be getting 30. And again, I think that's really fair because they're going to be helping you get these sales by being a marketplace for you. And so, yeah, here's some of the important FAQs. And again, I'll have our team can post the the link to actually submit and sign up, and you can see this page yourself. We'll post that in the chat. But you may want to read through all these FAQs at the bottom. But some of the important things that we've had questions about that we saw people were wondering about is that, so we talked about the type of course that you want to make. We talked about the kind of pricing that you want to aim for. Now, the next thing is it's important that you actually want to have your course has to be completely ready and submitted, because once you submit the course, the idea is that once AppSumo approves it, it can go live. And again, this is not going live for Black Friday. You're going live as early as possible to get those sales earlier and to make sure you can get a chance for getting this bonus. So if you want to be live in Black Friday, essentially you have until November 17th to prepare for that. But to really get the best chance of submitting for this bonus, it's best to really try to get started now and thinking of what you need to actually prepare your course to submit. So you want to have your course live. You want to have the landing page for that course live. You want to talk with us about getting the code submitted both to us and to AppSumo. And you want to have everything ready to go. So if you have just an idea, we're not submitting the idea to AppSumo. You actually have to have something ready. So if you do have that idea now, but it's not ready, now's a good time to really push yourself to try to make that happen and get something live, if not right away, but by the time of Black Friday, so you can promote your course during that sale. All right. And let's see. So let me see if there's anything else good to mention here. I think that's going to really cover most of it. I don't want to make this too long. That way people can watch this later on to watch the recording of it. I guess it's important to mention, so the actual Black Friday event that AppSumo is hosting is going to be the 21st through the 30th here of November. So you have until the 17th to decide if you're going to participate in that. And essentially, again, the way it works is you're submitting as soon as you're ready, and you can be in the store as soon as you're approved by AppSumo. But then inside your partner account inside AppSumo, for your listing, you'll be able to check off or select a box that says that you want to participate in the Black Friday promotion. And you'll have until the 17th to make that decision. And the difference between the Black Friday promotion and then just being in the store earlier is, one, you have the chance to be entered to win that $10,000 from AppSumo that a few people will get. But then the other reason why you're actually opting into this is because once you opt into that, you're agreeing with AppSumo that you will stay in the store throughout that whole period from the 21st through the 30th of November. And what's going to be different then is AppSumo is going to give their buyers a 10% off of your products. And so you're agreeing along with AppSumo that you're going to allow AppSumo to discount the price by 10% for you. So it's not that big of a change for the Black Friday sale, but you do want to keep that in mind with your pricing and what you're submitting now. If you want to also participate in the Black Friday sale, be aware that the idea is that your course would be discounted 10% or your digital product would be discounted 10% from what you're submitting here. And so, yeah, all this information, again, is at the bottom of this webpage. And this is the same page that we just posted in the chat for you. Let's see. Yes, Tim. So what we're doing is we're actually talking with AppSumo directly about this. So we have a direct connection to their partner team. And what you can do is, if you have any questions for us directly before you submit, as you're going through their submission form, feel free to reach out to support@heightsplatform.com, and we're going to be able to help with that. And then when you are ready to submit, they're going to ask for that file of codes that you can send to them and send to us. And once you send that to us, if there's anything that you have questions about, in addition to that with your submission or anything that you want us to check over, we're not going to be able to go into that submission exactly, but if you want to send us over anything that you sent to AppSumo, we'll be able to review that for you, and we'll be able to let you know if we have any suggestions, or like we had one example, someone submitted some codes, and they did this already before we sent them the code instructions of what we recommend. And if that needs to be changed, we can always help you set up new codes and then submit those to AppSumo and make sure that we update your application for you, essentially. And the codes, Tim, so the codes, that's a good question. The codes are going to be automatically set in your Heights platform account to be one-time use codes that give free access. So essentially, somebody is paying the full price of whatever you're setting on AppSumo. So if you sell your course for $49, or if you sell your course for $199, then the code is going to give them free access. So if you're talking about that, maybe you have a course live already and it costs more than that $199 or more than that $49 that you plan to sell it at, you can leave that same price there for regular people who might be interested in buying it outside of AppSumo. And then the code would still give them free access. So the code is meant to be something that is given by AppSumo to the actual buyer. So the buyer is going to pay the $49 or whatever you're mentioning that you're going to set on your price for AppSumo. And then the code will just redeem that product inside Heights for them. So they're not, to be clear, they're not actually checking out through your Heights account. They're going to be purchasing through AppSumo and AppSumo's marketplace. And then once they do that, they're going to be able to redeem that purchase via this free coupon code that you've submitted between AppSumo and Heights. And one of the ways that also, again, if anyone emails about this, we'll send the full details. But one of the ways that this is working is the customer isn't actually going to have to enter the coupon code and like type it out. We have a feature inside Heights called coupon code URLs. And that's what we're going to be, even if you're not familiar with that or you've submitted already maybe and you didn't know about that feature, we're going to be letting AppSumo know that any of the Heights creators should have this set up. So even if you forgot to submit this in your application, we're going to be making sure with AppSumo that this is set up for everyone, where when AppSumo sends an email or has that redemption link for a customer that purchases from you, they'll be able to essentially click a link that will take them to the Heights checkout, will automatically have your coupon code applied, and then will automatically allow that person to redeem for free. So they won't actually have to type in the coupon code that is generated for them. It's just going to be kind of built in to the URL, and AppSumo will dynamically provide those URLs to every single customer for you. So again, that's something that's a feature of Heights that we provide. If you want to learn about how you could use that for your regular customers and selling outside of AppSumo, again, feel free to email us. But that's going to make it so it's a really easy process for customers to redeem. Essentially, they purchase in the AppSumo marketplace, in the AppSumo checkout, and they click the button to redeem their purchase. They're taken right to your Heights account and the checkout, and it's automatically filled in with the coupon, and it will just say enroll for free. They just enter their name, email, password, and click enroll, and then they'll be entered into your program. So yeah, I think that's all the questions for now, it looks like. I want to wrap this up again so it's not too long, so that way people can rewatch it. But if anybody else has any other questions about this, please feel free to email our team at support@heightsplatform.com. And we are happy to help with this because we definitely want to make sure that we have all of our creators set up for success with this. I believe AppSumo did just mention this either at the beginning of this week or at the very, very end of last week. I think it was maybe the beginning of this week, but they're just starting now to tell people about it. So if you heard about it from us, from this newsletter, you kind of got a head start. And if you're hearing about it now, you're still kind of one of the first people to be hearing about this. So you do have a really good opportunity and a really good chance of getting that $1,000 for your product submission if you are almost ready to go and you have something that is ready to submit soon. So yeah, so definitely we'd encourage you guys to take advantage of it. I think this is a really great opportunity, especially for those course creators who are on the fence. They haven't really gotten finished their product yet. Now you have that incentive that not only can you finish your product because you want to get it done to be in time for Black Friday, but you have this way that you can promote it on Black Friday, and you're going to get actually this cash bonus from AppSumo for it. So I hope this was a helpful live video for everyone. Again, actually, we did start doing a bunch of videos here on our YouTube channel just recently. So we're going to have a bunch of YouTube videos coming out. If you haven't taken a look at that, give us a check on YouTube. And if you like what you see there, please subscribe. And if you want to see more specific topics, let us know. We definitely want to keep creating content that is helpful for course creators. All right, everyone, have a great day.